Valley fever is in its peak season right now, and the Valley Fever Institute at Kern Medical wants to make sure the community is aware.
So they stopped by Foothill High School today to educate more than 100 students about Valley fever. 23 ABC's Vanessa Romo joins us live in studio with how teachers and students will now be using what they learned going forward. Vanessa?
Students at Foothill High School learn the signs and symptoms of Valley fever, where it lives, and how to treat it. One teacher even taking the presentation a step further.
It's been really hot and dry, and now we're starting to get a little bit of rain.
And that is when health officials say Valley fever hits the hardest.
And usually right after the rain we get a little wind, right? We get a nice light breeze and the sun's shining, and you say, oh boy, the rain washed things and I'm outdoors. And that's where the Valley fever is. It's outdoors and it's growing and it's in the wind.
In the dirt, spreading to animals. And he says from mid to late October is when the infection is at its peak.
We are seeing a lot more cases already. I think we're ahead of last year.
According to the Public Health Department, nearly 3,000 were infected in Kern County last year. 9 people died. That is why Kern Medical partnered with Foothill High to educate students on the signs and symptoms of Valley fever. He says many people don't even know they have it, hitting home for one teacher.
He got it. It was one of those things that we had to know about. I mean, we have 3 girls, you know?
Born and raised in Northern California, Rufus was not familiar with the infection until her husband was diagnosed last year.
I need to know the signs. I need to know the symptoms just to be a good mom.
And a good teacher. She continues to partner with the Valley Fever Institute to make sure her students know the ins and outs of the infection.
They took different pieces involved in Valley fever. They took either Coxy or an antibody or a killer T, helper T, all those crazy things. And they actually animated it into a character because we're making characters for the game.
And like Dr. Munoz, Rufus believes this visit, games, and partnership will help students survive Valley fever as well as help someone they know.
This is our pool. This is our future. Yeah? So hopefully they will catch it and go with it, right?
Rufus is also working on ways to get the parents involved, and Kern Medical says if you would like them to stop by your school, you can request them at any time. Live in studio, Vanessa Romo, 23 ABC.
Vanessa, thanks. It's a story.